Ah, yes. Behind me is the cover art from Daredevil number 13, all the way back in 1966. Why is Daredevil 13 from 1966 so incredibly important? You're about to find out on Be Real with D-Real. What up, y'all? And welcome to another Be Real with D-Real, where edutainment is what I do. Like this right now. Behind me is the cover art for Daredevil number 13, made all the way back in February of 1966. Why is Daredevil number 13 so important? It's so important about what I want to talk about right now. Now, before I get into it, I need y'all to do the particulars, comment, like, and subscribe to the Be Real with D-Real page so you can get new alerts when new stuff comes out. And also, you're digging what I'm shoveling, so you're putting dirt in my bucket, which is helping me to grow, and I can grow something beautiful for y'all to enjoy. So comment, like, subscribe. All right, Daredevil number 13. In February of 1966, introduced Vibranium. Surprise, 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 surprise. Vibranium made its debut in the Marvel Universe before the Black Panther. Now you can go run and tell people that interesting stuff. Anyway, there are 3 different types of vibranium. You have the anti-metal vibranium, you have true vibranium, and you have what is known as living vibranium. Okay, I'm a little scruffy, I'm a little scraggly here. I ain't got myself together here, but I won't be before you long. Of course, anti-metal vibranium is, since it was the first to appear in the Marvel Universe chronologically, there you know how comics tend to retroactively add and take events out and retcon things. So even though Daredevil number 13 was the first actual appearance of vibranium in the Marvel Universe, the Marvel Universe has had vibranium in it, depending on who you believe, for at least 10,000 years or a couple million years. Anywho, the Antarctic or anti-metal vibranium is unique in that instead of absorbing vibrations and kinetic energy, it destroys the bonds between metals that it comes into contact with, causing them to dissolve. There is a really cool graphic of this happening in the Avengers reboot, where Giant Man grabs 2 canisters of anti-metal vibranium in his fists and proceeds to pound the crap out of Ultron. That would have been cool to watch on the big screen. But you know why we didn't see it? Because Hollywood decided that instead of Henry Pym and Janet Van Dyne being founding members of the Avengers, we made them like some of the first superheroes in the 80s during the Cold War. And you saw Ant-Man. You saw the chicanery that went on. I mean, I'm cool with it, but back to vibranium. Anyway, the second and more popular version of vibranium, which is true vibranium, fell to Earth as a meteorite either 10,000 or 10 million years ago. And it is the ore with which the Wakandans have built everything. Not only does it have sort of a sympathetic bond with the flora and fauna around Wakanda, it also has a bond with the people. And it makes the people more susceptible to the effects of the heart-shaped herb. The royalty more susceptible to the effects of the heart-shaped herb. But we know retroactively we change things, in cinematic universes and comic book universes are nothing alike. Again, third version of vibranium is synthetically produced by a Wakanda University professor named Obina Nwabwize. I think I said that right. And basically, what I'm gonna read it here because there's a lot of information. The naturally occurring sentient metal came from the echo caves, not synthetic, my bad. Came from the echo caves of the Dora Milaje. So that tells you right there, we didn't have living vibranium in the Marvel Universe until at least 1998, because we didn't know anything about Dora Milaje prior to 1998. Each recruit who entered the caves imprinted upon living vibranium. Each trainee took some into their bodies. The metal would sometimes take the form of visitors. The Dora fashioned weapons to control living vibranium. So the spears that you see the Dora Milaje using are made of living vibranium, including the talking drum to guide a devastating weapon called, I ain't even gonna go into that. The Dora Milaje also used the treated living vibranium in special spears they wield to better bond and access with the domain, which stores their special vibranium's sentience. Other properties include, but are not limited to, having natural symbiosis with both its contents and the environment around it, being capable of causing all manner of disruptive geological phenomena like earthquakes and sending local wildlife into a frenzy, as well as other effects like emitting carrier waves, which allow it to sync with other vibranium caches to activate or depower it. Wow. Let's talk about MCU vibranium and what it does. Okay, as far as we know, there is only one form of vibranium in the MCU, and it comes from Wakanda. And it basically just has those kinetic and energy reflecting properties. We've seen Captain America jump out of the triskelion and landed on his shield and was not injured at all. We've seen Captain America's shield take blows from Thor. However, we've seen it take blows from Uru and Thanos, but shatter. So that tells us right there, blunt Uru cannot damage vibranium, but edged Uru can. That's vibranium. Now, how this ties in with the Recast Tchalla Boycott Black Panther 2 movement is very simple. I ain't even gonna try to. I'm just gonna tell you, we need to recast Tchalla. Still, I'm not backing up. I'm not backing off. Like I said, I'm still gonna be on your bumper. If it ain't nobody but me, it'll be me out here. And the way I feel about it is like this. If there's going to be a recasting, if there's going to be someone stepping into some kind of role, dispense with the cloak and dagger, dispense with the secretiveness. Just tell us what your plans are. I mean, unless it's going to ruin the whole movie. And I know it's some of you other content providers out there who have way more subscribers than I do, who may know some things that I don't know. And that's fine if you've been held to secrecy, because I understand there's certain things that companies like Marvel and DC and Image and other companies will share with content providers who have substantial subscription bases that they can't spill at a certain time. I get that. That's cool. But until y'all spill it, I'm going to keep spitting it right here. Recast Tchalla, or else recast Tchalla, still boycott Black Panther 2 all day, every day, like that. Again, it's been Be Real with D Real. I might be coming back at you with some more Vibranium-based information. Might not. Depends on how I feel. But that sounded so petty, didn't it? And I truly don't mean it that way. It's Tuesday. What can I say? I'm gearing up for another Recast Tchalla video that I'm going to throw at y'all here probably tomorrow. But I just want y'all to make sure, that you understand what's going on right about now with this Recast Tchalla movement, and how people aren't giving off the kind of energy that somebody who's gung-ho about recasting Tchalla should give off. It should reverberate like I did that. Comment, like, and subscribe as always, and I will be getting at y'all again. And when I do, or until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other.